So we are just leaving Turney's. Had to come down this morning because they were running a thing where you can have your moisture meters checked. So what we've done is just run those down to Turney's. They will send ours and everybody else's all the way to be checked properly. So they'll have a calibrated machine there, and they would see how far out our machine is to the calibrated one, and then they'll let you know. We've been having a couple of issues this year where you know, they keep telling us we're a bit wetter than we think we are, so hopefully by having this done we'll know where we are. There's no sort of standard that everyone has to keep to with these things, and it's a bit odd, if I'm honest. All the grain stores, you know, every place you go and every machine you buy should be set to a standard, so, and you should be able to calibrate it. So it's a bit weird. I guess it's another way of shafting you. We've just gone down there, we picked up some grease. We've finally got our flap kit from McConnell. We did order it a few weeks ago, but it came back and it was the wrong one. We needed the heavy duty one. They sent us the non-heavy duty ones. Peter's been mending the drill, the markers on the drill. I think he's got a little bit on there to do still, so hopefully we'll get a look at that. I finally got my fit in, and I ordered the wrong size, so I've had to get an adapter for that. The guys were also mending the Cambridge rolls. They were getting a little bit loose, a little bit worn, so we bought some washers, special packing out washers, just to get them tight again. We had our spinner calibrated so that we could spin wheat on at 24 meters, and it will do it. And then we got the settings for that. Keithy sorted that out yesterday with the guys. They come down and they check it and make sure that it's spinning the right amount on at the right width that you want at the right settings. We still got a heck of a lot to do. We've still got most of our farm to do. We've still got all of Peter's farm to do, and we've still got all of Alistair's farm to drill up yet. So we've still got a, you know, a good full week of drilling, 2 weeks maybe. We haven't managed to do any rolling. We've managed to get a little bit of flat rolling done, but at the minute it's still, everything's still just too soft. Ow. Oh, that's not good. Talk us through it, MP.
Right. This is the belt marker bracket for the drill. So originally used to have a couple of pieces of pipe, one on there and one on there, and they just used to break off all the time.
Yeah.
So we're replacing it with a full length pipe so we can get more weld along it.
Oh, I see. That'll strengthen it by 2 or 3 times, won't it?
We're hoping it will.
I see you've put a bit on the back there as well.
Yeah, it's a bit warm. So
oh, is it?
So this top section, because the belt marker's pulling on this all the time, it used to curl this up in the middle like that.
Yeah.
So we've had the gas on it, hammered it straight and flat, and put that brace across the back. So hopefully that'll stop this bending up.
Oh, right.
And I've got a welder down this seam here.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, so should be super strong, eh?
So rather than having just, like I say, 2 little pieces either end like that,
yeah,
we'll have a weld all the way along, so hopefully it'll be stronger.
Right.
That's the plan.
So that's what you're doing at the minute. I am going to go and do a delivery.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back to help you, and we're going to service some stuff later on as well. Keithy is, I think he's calibrating this spinner so we can measure out how much seed, if it comes to it, it's going to throw out. So people came yesterday and they wanted to make sure it would spread to 24 meters. So if worst comes to worst, we can go and spread seed on. We don't really want to do that, we want to drill it, but this little device here will actually calculate how much is coming out over a certain amount of time, and it will give you a rough guidance to what rate you're going to put across the field. So Keith will have it spinning, and I think it just drops out of here, and then you'll have a certain amount that you have to weigh, and that'll give you a calculation onto where you should put your settings to open up your grid to let more seed out. So that's what's going on with that. We've got a delivery to do first thing, so we're going to go off and do that. I will do it. I'll get the heavy end then, shall I? Oh, I'm guessing that goes on that end. Like, no, I think that'll go, won't it?
It's whether he's groined enough out of there, you see.
That looks smart, doesn't it? Doing nothing won't fix it though, will it? Hang on.
Maybe a little bit more. Still come up a fraction.
Oh. That's got it, that's got it. Why didn't it have two big bolts there then, Pete?
Because that's a shear bolt.
Oh yeah, I see.
If you hit a pole or a tree or something, it breaks that and folds back.
And that comes back towards me.
So it pivots on that big one, and that's the shear bolt. There's a lot of stress on it when that's in the ground. There's a lot of pull on it.
Yeah. Oh, so it's constantly pulling on.
Yeah, it always
this edge.
tears the front one off always.
Yeah. If that's spreading 24 metres, that's a lot. That's got to go on, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we want to put on 2.5 underweight matting.
Yeah.
What that does, mate, that bends them and it makes them just fluff back. So when that's done in, that flap would have been there.
Yeah.
Can you see that gap there?
Yes.
And that's what it would have been. That's why I just give it a tap with the hammer.
Yeah.
And when that pulls up tight,
That'll be flush, and
that should have got it square. And the pin ones, that used to, you do it all the time. You just use pull the R clip, take them off, give them a tap, put them back.
yeah.
And I think what it does is when a lump of dirt goes up in it, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bit flicks off the wheel, it's this and
Ah.
bends them.
Yeah. Is there any aluminium?
Yeah, stainless.
Oh, stainless. So we're going to lose these rolls for the farmer. He wants this tractor because it's got Terra tyres on. We need to, on these older tractors, you've got to turn them off to release the pressure. You've got to wiggle the spools. That releases the pressure. I need some gloves. You can see by the rolls that it's still a little bit early to go rolling. Brakes, lights. Out. 2. We are actually looking at getting some new fittings for these, because one of these from Massey costs about £170, but the farmer's looking at getting some special adapters where we can just put like your push-on fittings for your hoses and convert them into those, because you can buy a whole box of fittings. You can buy the whole lot for the same amount of money as one of these, literally one. We really like these rolls. Watson rolls, 6.3 meters, brilliant rolls. Good set of rolls. Oh, one. Is that gonna give it to me? Okay, 1 second. A little bit more. Jesus. What am I doing wrong? Jesus. Ah. Oh. That seemed rather easy. Okay. Whenever you start messing with these machines, there's always just one little thing will always catch you out. It's always the same. We're going to drop that down. We're going to put the other drawbar in, because that one will get in the way of the spinner. The spinner's going on. The arms on this tractor are ever so short, so there's not much space between the spinner and the tractor.
Thing is, if you don't try something, mate, you never know. And I know that wheat hates compaction.
Yeah.
And if I could do some, I'd just do some. I'd
Yeah.
try it. If this a fuck up, I'll just carry, you know, I've got to carry the can. That's
Yeah.
what I want it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I guess Peter's finished with the drill. So we're going to take these off. I'm not exactly sure how they come off. Bolts each side.
Well, now, if you drive that back a bit, the older.
Yep.
Oh, up a bit, mate.
Up a bit. What do you think of your new bull?
He's alright, isn't he?
I think he's alright.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
He looks apart, doesn't he?
good shape, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just up a bit, mate.
Up a bit.
Yeah. This thing here tells you.
Right, we're a little bit high. Got to come down.
Yeah, no, what's it doing?
It's pointing a little bit to that way.
Hey, much?
Fraction.
That'll do. Because when the tyres go down with weighting, that'll level it up.
And we're.
Press the button, mate, nice and gentle, go up a bit.
Hang on, ready?
Yeah. On.
I've got the window open, remember?
Well, that's alright. On.
Christ.
You got it? Yeah. Right.
I don't like it, do it?
Which ones you got to change then, Pete?
All of them, everything.
All these?
Yeah, all those fuel and the back end oil filters. On the big boys gas.
Yes, please.
Uh-oh. It's about to get serious. Jesus! Are you mental?
Sabine Schmidt, who's always on Top Gear and...
Oh yeah, did she?
She's died.
No way.
Yeah, she's only 50.
Oh, so
She was no age.
Well, she had cancer, apparently.
Murray were 97.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah. Murray was good age. I swear it could.
Whee.
Been on that sprayer 15 years, never been moved though, has it?
No.
Is that a special tool you made?
Yeah, because the sump plug's under there and it goes straight onto that and it just sprays everywhere.
How many litres in the engine?
25.
25
Well, no,
litres?
sorry, 20.
20 litres in the engine?
That's a 20 litre barrel, so about 20 litres of engine oil.
And then how many in the back end?
There's about 20 gallons in there.
Is it 5 litres per gallon?
Yeah, 100 litres.
Oh right, loads.
Yeah, it
loads
takes,
and
takes
loads.
a while to pour it all in.
Yeah. Don't you have a little clever way of putting it in?
No, with a jug.
No, I thought you... Don't you...
You have to empty it.
Oh, to empty it?
We've got a long hose that goes across the yard into the waste oil barrel.
Yeah.
Plug the into the back end and pump most of it out.
Yeah.
And then drain the last little bit out. You want a load of barrels to drain 100 litres of oil out. But it wouldn't leak, but the car on its side, it goes everywhere.
That's the engine oil filter.
Yeah.
And that's to stop the seal tearing, isn't it?
Well, stop it sticking to the
metal and...
to there and then not being able to
sealing.
get it off next time.
Ah. And how tight are these meant to be? Mega tight or just...
You do it.
Because on the car, you only do it...
Well, this is
fractionally
the same.
tight.
You do it up until the rubber seal contacts the block,
Yeah.
and then you turn it a further, what does it say? Further half a turn.
Yeah. Tights, too tights. Messed up.
Yours a PG version, was it?
Exactly. And then what else have we got here then, Pete?
That's fuel filters, primary and secondary fuel filters, and that's another fuel filter.
Why 3 filters on a tractor?
You'd have to ask Massey Ferguson for that one. It's on common rail engines. They didn't used to have that many filters, but
Is it because this cap here is ever so big and dirt is likely to get in?
I think common rail diesel engines it has to be clinically clean for those.
Yeah.
I mean, diesel engines used to have 1 or 2 filters and that was it, but
After the 3rd filter there, it's going to be pretty pure, isn't it?
yeah, it should be.
Is this the same Zaizu engine as
Yeah,
the newer ones?
Yeah, all the same basically.
Apart from the newer ones have a load of Euro emissions
Yeah,
stuff on them.
it's the same basic engine block, I think.
You know that fault with Lynn's car, Pete? With it smoking?
The Ranger, yeah.
That was that, it is that,
I saw Matt telling you to leave the hose off.
yeah, well it's stopped. It's stopped puffing that smoke out. But it's put the light on.
The emissions light.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the exhaust sensors knows it's not right then.
Yeah, but you know, at least you know where your problem is.
Yeah.
We were thinking turbo initially, weren't we? Excuse me. All right, they don't make this nice and easy.
Where's the other jug? And we got 2 jugs.
This is my jug. You have to find your own jug. Only 11 more to go.
The one thing that is a huge difference on that sprayer is filling up with diesel.
Oh yeah.
Just pull up.
Oh yeah, because this was your sprayer tractor, wasn't it?
Pain in the arse.
Yeah. And that'll stop it doing wheelies.
Right, it ain't so much, it don't turn much with terra tyres on that.
Ah.
That's the biggest issue. She just
I'll just give her a bit of bite on the front then.
Be a bit safer, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit.
Need a little bit more because the filter's got to be filled up as well.
Okay.
Half a jug.
Half a jug coming up. Young Andrew and Keithy are going to go fertilising, and we need to tow the fertiliser up for them. There's Keithy. Let's just get up here. Young Andrew. Yeah. Yeah, that was the same as last time, yeah.
Another dose of sand.
Yeah. Is it Poulan again? Poulan?
No, it's
Diamond, is it? You're saying it looks a little bit different?
yeah. Like a compound fertiliser, isn't it?
Yeah. And what should it look like? Your normal stuff usually is a bit frilled, is it?
Yeah, frilled, round,
Round.
beads.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Alright, me and Andrew are just going to do these straps. These are the barley fields. And we fertilised these 3 weeks ago, maybe coming up 4 weeks ago. And as you can see, it's still very soft about. So, but the fertiliser's done its job. It's got everything going a bit. And this next dose will just keep that going. Peter has serviced the 6480. He's also serviced the loader tractor, the 77918. And this one does not need servicing. How tight do I need to make these? Does there need to be something in there? Somebody ordered the wrong fitting, didn't they? So, are you going to put some tape in there?
Yeah.
We'll see if you bought the right one now. Well, we will.
The white tape, we'll put some white tape around this as well.
Yeah. Someone said, drain your tanks in the evening and you won't have any worry about freezing fuel lines.
End of every day, I suppose.
Yeah.
But will you do it?
Well, Peter.
You're always so keen to go home, aren't you?
Am I?
You're not going tight.
No. That goes tight, hand tight there. That'll go all fitting again, and then
Doesn't appear to tighten up at all, does it? You've got the wrong thread size.
what size is that then?
Don't know. But it's not 3/8.
Well, is it quarter?
No, it's not quarter. It might be metric. Who said it was 3/8?
Me?
Ah. That's where the discrepancy occurs. I don't know what that would be. Look
Yeah.
from above.
Yeah, it is. It's smaller. It's like a mil smaller.
So what size that is, I do not.
I just want to be able to plug my lance into there. We're actually under one of our Arctic trailers. This is a tank from that because I'm going to try and rob some bits of that because we haven't got the right bits, have we, Peter?
You haven't. Right, let's take that with us, see what
Right,
we can do with that.
okay, let's have a look. That's the bit we just took off.
Right, if that
is different,
different again.
isn't it?
Yes, I think it is. No, I thought that looked about 3/8 size there, but I don't think that's going to fit either.
That is a pain. Getting towards the end of the day now.
won't go in though.
It will. Ah, there.
Oh, I can hear it leak.
It leaks somewhere. Oh, careful because it pings it off. Ah.
Only fat O-rings like that. There's a nick in it, look. That looks alright. So if we stick that in.
Okay, let's take this one back with us. Is it the same size?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet. This one here's got a nick in it, look. I bought this part to start with, but it was leaking. I didn't want the pump running all the time.
Plug it in now then.
All in. Right, let us see. Ah.
No leaky.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
You didn't ask
Peter!
me. You didn't ask me.
Right, hang on, because we need to test it. You hold this. I will plug you in. Oh yes. Hang on.
Take your wheels off.
Right. So I want to be able to come round here. Whatever that length is there. And can we put something somewhere to hang the hose on?
Where, you mean me?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd have liked to have gone here, because you can just, it doesn't matter, does it? As long as we got a air supply, it'd be alright, wouldn't it? The combine's coming, a few more weeks. That fitting we got for the side tank, I think we'll just do away with that. Peter's fixed it with an O-ring in there, and that'll do. So you can pull up to anything now, and we've got an air supply. It's a long day. We've done a little bit of fencing around the side. I didn't show you that. A little bit of fencing just to tidy up round the back. Farmer's levelled off all the dirt. So once that gets dry enough, we'll run the power harrow over it, level it all off, sprinkle some seeds on. That'll look nice. There's young Ricky. Hello, mate. The smell. Seems to be settling in nice. And yeah, that's where we're going to leave it on that one. So thanks very much for watching. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference to the channel if you like and subscribe. If you want some merch, there's a link to the merch down below in the description. Get yourself a hat or a t-shirt, and yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Thank you.